Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Bam, bam. Sorry for being a little late. I was trying to look for another Budgie CD I have and I couldn't find it. Hate when that happens. But anyways, yes, if anybody has heard by now, Burke Shelley, the vocalist and bass player of Budgie, had passed away today at the age of 71. Absolutely terrible news. You know, Budgie's one of the biggest, most influential metal bands probably ever. Yes, back in the 70s, they were underground, but they did rival Black Sabbath in heaviness. They were pretty damn heavy for their time. Now, I guess you could say Budgie's one of them bands that gets compared to Rush in a lot of ways because they're a trio. And their lead vocalist is a bass player too, and his vocal range is very similar to Geddy Lee. However, he doesn't sound like Geddy Lee. You know what I mean? And welcome to the stream, guys. Good to see you here. But yeah, I just wanted to pay tribute. Because, you know, Burke Shelley is a huge inspiration for a lot of us metalheads, especially when it comes to thrash metal. Because, you know, like I said, they were pretty heavy for their time. In a lot of ways, I guess you could say some of their songs were proto-thrash. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they did have some fast up-tempo tracks like, you know, Bread Fan, which was covered by Metallica. And yeah, Metallica basically is the reason why Budgie probably got the name recognition they got. Because Metallica obviously covered a few of their songs early on. You know, Bread Fan, what else? Crash Course in Brain Surgery, and that's how I first heard those songs. It's when Metallica covered them. Yeah, they were. They were definitely ahead of their time. Either or, I couldn't find the fourth CD I have of theirs. But I do have this Budgie box set. It's got 3 of their albums in it. It's actually a really cool collection, too. You know, it's their albums from 73 to 75, you know. I'm just trying to... It's very hard to read the back of this. Like I said, my fucking vision's not as good as it used to be. Yeah, man. Not starting good at all, man. We lose Bob Saget yesterday. At the end of 2021, we lose Betty White. I mean, 65 and 71 really is not that old, you know. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to look for the title of these albums. I'll have to go on Wikipedia because it's very fucking hard to read. I know I can turn a light on, but yeah, like the lettering. I apologize for this. Yeah, let's look these up on fucking Wikipedia. But yeah, welcome to the chat, everyone. Dude, I'm not giving those trolls any attention anymore. It had me so damn worked off when I logged off last night. And it wasn't worth getting worked up like that because, you know, when you get worked up, you want to quit YouTube, you're giving them ammunition. So I'm not even paying fucking attention to them anymore. Let them make their stupid little videos. They won't be the first fucking people to make videos on me. They can sub their fucking trolling videos straight up their fucking asses, as far as I'm concerned. If you're gonna make videos on people and troll people and try to get them off of YouTube, you're a piece of fucking shit. That's exactly what you are. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. Fuck, man, now I can't find my phone. I'm sorry, man. I'm a little unprepared here. Hold on a minute. I'm going to turn the camera off for now. It's fucking hard, man. I mean, and like I said, I could probably turn a brighter light on. I just don't feel like it. And I'm terrible at memorizing shit anymore. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that's some goal to have in life. Try to run people off of YouTube. Yeah, you got a good future going for you there, kiddo. Let me tell you, dumb fucks. But anyways, I apologize, man. I can't find my phone now. All right, I found it. I'm back. Oh, what's going on, Nick? Welcome to the chat, man. Just a little unprepared here. I found my phone now. See if we can find these Budgie albums. I'm having a hell of a time reading the back of these CDs. But yeah, man, good to see you all here. And this is definitely a huge loss when it comes to metal, I think. Like I said, Budgie rivaled Black Sabbath in heaviness. Yes, Budgie did have songs that were mellower and more psychedelic sounding. But when they got heavy, they could really get heavy. Yeah, it is definitely a bummer, man. I mean, I heard his health wasn't very good, to begin with. But it's definitely a shame. And like I said, the first time I heard Budgie, oh geez, well, obviously those Metallica covers, like I said, is how I first heard those Budgie songs. Then, all the time here tonight. Oh yeah, definitely proto metal. Like I said, man, when they got heavy, they could really be heavy. But yeah, let's look up Budgie here. And I'm gonna feel stupid when I look up these albums. It's what it is. The memory's getting bad as I get older. Oh, excuse me. And it's just like little shit I'll forget. It's weird. I can remember like certain things that happened like 25, 30 years ago, but like something real little, I'll forget it. Okay, yeah. Oh, never turn your back on a friend. Okay. And for the kill, yeah. I see. I feel stupid now because I know these titles. Band Dollar would be their 75 album, which, like I said, yeah, that's the box set I got. It's got three of their albums from the 70s in it. I have another one of their CDs and I cannot find it. Yeah, right there, man. These are all good albums too, man. There was a couple of them. Crash Course in Brain Surgery and Bread Fan. Yeah, those are the ones Metallica covered. And obviously that's how people found out about Budgie. But yeah, these are the three I have. I have another one of their CDs too, but I can't find it. Power Supply, that's the other one I have, and I can't find it. I've showed it in a video before, so, you know. Dude, their first album's killer. The first Budgie album, then you got Squawk. Man, those are good albums. I need to get those in my collection. I know they had a couple albums where they went a bit more, like, poppier, which is weird. Like Impeccable was like a really poppy album. It's not real heavy at all. I think Night Fight's the other album that's not like really heavy. But yeah, I got that off of eBay. I think I paid. Oh jeez, I think I only paid like $20 for that 3 CD pack. It wasn't real expensive, so. But yeah, man, it's definitely a huge loss for metal. I mean, at least to me it is. You know, like I said, a lot of people compared Budgie to Rush because you know it's. I mean, lineup wise, it is kind of similar. You got three guys. It's a trio, and well, the bass player also was the vocalist and had that high pitched register voice and had a very unique voice like Geddy Lee did. You know, but yeah, excellent band indeed. Like for me, I'm trying to think right now. When I first heard Budgie, I believe it was in the late '90s when I first heard Budgie. I was a little late getting into Budgie. I mean, I already knew the Metallica covers naturally, but as far as like listening to Budgie's albums, you know, I was a little late to the game. Yeah, man, it's freaking sad, dude. Definitely not a good way to walk into 2022. I mean, yesterday, like I said, we lost Bob Saget too. You know, which that's like childhood right there. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. We're getting there. I know it's been a slow ride, but we're getting there. Yep, we're definitely getting there. And these trolls that were here yesterday starting shit, they're not going to bring this channel down like they want to. These people have been around YouTube for years doing this. They've ran other metal YouTubers off this platform. They're terrible people. They're not good people. Their intentions aren't good. They'll act like you're. Now, these people will act like they're your friend, then they'll turn on you. Yeah, man. Hey, man. I used to watch Full House all the time growing up. I'm not afraid to admit it. It's weird. He was like the Bob Saget and Danny Tanner was like the nerdy, it's like the dad or whatnot. Always running around with a fucking vacuum cleaning its, or yeah, he was like a neat freak. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, yeah. Travis, Toilet, whoever's behind all this shit. Yeah, they won't grow up. It's like, aren't these dudes almost 30? And you're still running around on YouTube trolling and harassing people and making videos on people? I mean, if that's the life you want, it's not going to get you very far. Anyways, cracking open my first beer. I know it's cut. I know it's late. But man, like I said before, when you work third shift, you tend to have weird sleeping hours. Yeah, for real. Yep. But yeah, these people are notorious for running people off of YouTube. Sorry, not gonna work. It's not gonna work, dude. The only way you can get me off of YouTube is if you flag this channel and had my channel shut down. Shit, I better not give him ideas. He used to be cool. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. Yeah, I could send you a link. Oh shoot, where am I going? My bad. Alright, link is sent. I'd let Ryan on, but he doesn't have a computer at the moment. But so yeah, man. Definitely a rough start to 2021 or 2022, I should say. Turn this motherfucker on. Alright, I was just checking something here. So, what's everybody up to tonight in the chat? Me, I'm not up to much. Oh yeah, Bob Saget too. He was a fuck. His comedy was like really, really raunchy, man. He was great, man. He's definitely gonna be missed. Same with Burke Shelley too of Budgie. Gonna be missed too, man. Cool, cool. Sounds cool. That's what's up, man. Pretty cool. Um, so yeah, let's see here. Budgie. Yeah, I don't have, like I said, I only have 4 of their albums. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They made 11 albums total. 1971, Budgie came out. Great debut, man. Holy cow, it's good. 72, you got Squawk, another great album. 73, Never Turn Your Back on a Friend. 74, In for the Kill. 75, Band Dollar. 76, If I Were Britannia, I'd Waive the Rules. They had some fucked up titles too. 78, yeah, Impeccable. 80, Power Supply. Power Supply is a really good album. I recommend that one. It's probably their heaviest album. That one's like new wave of British heavy metal sounding. Night Flight, 81, a little more melodic. Deliver Us from Evil, 82. And 2006, You're All Living in You're All Living in Cuckoo Land. Yeah, some fucked up titles. And that one came out in 2006. We got Speed King in the house. Just paying tribute to the falling bass player of Budgie, man. And we were talking about Bob Saget a little more because I didn't really cover a lot about Bob Saget in last night's stream. Ooh. I'm trying to think too. There's a Christian metal band called Betrayal. No, you know what? I take that back. I think they actually have 5 albums. I was thinking they only had 2 albums, but 2 of their albums are like thrash. Yeah, it's definitely sad news. I mean, I was reading months ago that his health wasn't the greatest too. All right.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on here?
There we go.
Oh, I had to step outside. It is so fucking cold outside.
Yeah, I was out like an hour ago and it started snowing here.
Oh, fuck all that, man. I don't want any goddamn snow. It's so fucking cold. I swear to God. I'd have to fucking like curl up next to the bitch's tit just to get fucking warm.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to jump on the Bob Saget one, but I heard about all the shit that went down. Yeah, fuck Travis. Fuck Toilet. Who gives a fuck about them? Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing this shit for years. I mean,
I don't know. I think Travis is a kid. Either that or he's like one of those dudes that's actually 35, but he looks like he's like 14.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Fuck them. Who gives a shit? Hell, man. Yeah, dude, you're doing better than they are. You know?
Right.
Dude, I mean,
true.
Like I said, dude, congratulations on getting almost to 500, man. Dude, that was a huge fucking mark when we hit that. It was like, I felt pretty much this fucking solid sense of accomplishment there.
Right.
You know, you got 500 people that enjoy your content and like to fucking, bullshit with you. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, which is cool. Hell yeah.
Ugh. Oh, yeah. Might as well. I'm going to give you a spoiler here for not the next collection update, but the one after it. Get a little what I found.
Oh, damn.
If it wasn't for the shit vocals, man, this album fucking rips.
I'm just going to say their first album sounds more like Slayer.
Dude, like fucking Demolition Hammer, early
Yeah.
Sepultura, Solstice. This reminds me a lot of Solstice.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah,
Dude.
Solstice, that's another good one.
Yeah, the only other early one I had was Inhabit, and also really good. Vocals, man, dude. That early, was his name Darren Johnson? Oof. When Bruce Fitzpa took over on vocals, that was a much better change. But they kind of changed around their style at that point too.
Right. Yeah, it kind of
yes.
went more of a hardcore style.
I found that shit on Amazon. It's a reissue through. Hold on here. Where's the label?
Oh yeah, man.
Nordic Mission Records. Put it in the Czech Republic.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a nice remaster too. Like, it sounds really fucking good.
Right. Man, I know you're not much of a King Diamond fan, but I dug this out of my collection today. Abigail 2. Yeah, it's not the greatest King Diamond album, but I can't believe this album's going to be 20 years old soon.
Dude.
I remember the day I went and picked it up, too.
I forget which site it was that put up, like, all the albums that are turning, fucking 30 years old. It's like, will you shut the fuck up? That's like, Faithful Moore's Angel Dust. I was like, dude, I remember getting that one relatively new.
Pantera Vulgar Display of Power. It's going to be 30 soon. It's like, fuck, where did time go?
Oh, right into my fucking sore knees and gray hair. Yeah. Man, I don't know. You know what? I mean, hey, you get older, you get wiser, maybe. I don't know. Like, the body part sucks, but honestly, dude, I kind of like where my mind's at in my 40s. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I like that. I like being able to have my wits about me and not making the same stupid fucking, mistakes I was making in my fucking teens and 20s.
Right. Yeah, that's the one good thing about being in your 40s.
Hey, dude, congrats on getting some more subs there, Ryan, too. That's good.
Oh, yeah, that's good, man.
Keep grinding. Keep sharing that shit. Keep talking to your fans. I mean, that's what I stuck to. I was literally answering comments on my channel before I jumped on here. I try to answer as many as fucking possible. That's getting tougher. That's getting a lot tougher. But
I mean, the more subscribers you get. I mean,
well, yeah, but it's honestly, it's a lot of the same people that they just like having good conversations, and I love that. But it was like, man, I got to do like maybe one comment a piece just so I get to everyone. But yeah,
definitely.
I went in to go talk to the t-shirt guys, so that new t-shirt will hopefully we'll have some by the end of the month. But
cool.
We'll do an announcement. Cool. I can't wait to fucking show this fucker off. Oh. But yeah, the answering the comments is like that's a big thing because you're able to rapport, and
right. That's true.
The big thing is you want to communicate with your fan base.
Well, yeah, I think that's the most important thing if you're a YouTuber, to communicate with your fans.
Yeah. And I mean, we get all kinds of comments. We haven't had any trolley ones. Most of the time, when it comes down to trolley ones, I give them a pass once, and if they keep doing it, it's like, all right, dude, you're about to get trolled into oblivion. And well, then I open up the troll gates and let my real self come out. Well, no,
hell yeah, man.
But yeah,
I got some awesome topics for streams when I come back. Cool.
Hey, there we go, man. Topics. Miller and I are apparently we're gonna try to get together and do one about CDs versus vinyl.
Ooh, that should be a good one.
Well, I mean, it's like, it's perfect because he's the vinyl guy and I'm the CD guy. And I mean, I have my arguments, but I mean, I do appreciate vinyl. I just don't collect it.
Yeah, I mean, I have some vinyls. I mean, I probably have. I'd say maybe 120 vinyls.
I have
3. I definitely have a lot more CDs, obviously.
I might have
Oh, CDs to me are more convenient. You can put them in your car if you want to go out for a ride or whatever.
Yep. And honestly, like it's easier to transfer music, like because I collect the CDs, I rip the files directly like onto my phone through iTunes, and it's just convenient. I still have the physical media and I still have it digitally, so I can just line it into my car because cars don't come with CD players anymore.
Right.
But yeah,
that's
like,
true.
It's just easier, and I know like a vinyl does sound better. It does. But I hate the fact that every time you put the needle down, you are slightly damaging it just to listen to it. And that, I mean, it's awesome, but it's kind of a flawed design for me.
True.
And I would want to listen to it a lot. Like, you know, that copy of fucking Left Hand Path that I have, a needle has never touched that. And I would listen to that one a fuck ton because it's Left Hand Path.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Entombed, I did watch your video yesterday on the Entombed ranking. That was some good stuff, man.
Dude, that was a fun one. I wanted to do that one, well, namely because, you know, LG, God, it'll be a year in fucking March. Man. But yeah, like just a wild discography. Like they started off as one thing, pioneering like one sound, and then pioneering another one. Few bands really do that.
Like the death and roll type of sound.
And going back, like some of that stuff was just, dude, I haven't jammed this in a fucking minute. Like Uprising, that fucking album whoops ass.
I gotta get that.
Dude, honestly, that was 2000.
I was just listening to, I was just listening to Morning Star the other day. I'm like, holy fuck, this is actually a good album.
It's a great album. It's weird because they kind of like they really wanted to make every song different on that one, but you know, while it's not as cohesive, dude, the production fucking whoops ass. They brought back that HM2 snarl again, and the thrashy songs like "Eye for an Eye" and "About to Die" and "Ensemble of the Restless."
Kind of has like a Slayer vibe to it.
Fuck you, dude. About to Die is got so much fucking Slayer in it. Oh, but yeah, it was kind of great going back through that.
Kind of weird too, because I've been listening to a lot of Slayer again as of late.
Honestly,
I was listening to, actually broke out Rain of Blood and listened to it again for the first time in a while. I'm like, fuck, man, this album still kicks ass.
It wasn't too long ago that I put that one on for, you know, doing like 20 minutes on my elliptical. I was like, holy shit. I think I hit like my best time. Just was like, I'm just going to move to the speed of this fucking album. And dude, it's still glorious. It's a damn near perfect record, I would say.
Right. To think that album came out, what, almost 36 years ago now?
Oh my God.
Still sounds fucking awesome.
It sounds as good as it did the first time I heard it in high school. And honestly, I mean, I might appreciate that album more now. I don't know. Like, I mean, if I hear a new band and it sounds like Rain and Blood, I know they have good taste.
I agree. Definitely.
Shit. Actually, when I was hanging out with Jeff, Metal Madness, we did that whole Opeth deep dive. That was a lot of fun too. And
I got to check that one out too. I haven't checked it out yet.
It's 7 hours long, so like we went through every album, and we talked, like each of us talked about like what we loved about each one. And yeah, there was definitely a divide when it came down to like the proggy newer years, but I mean, that one's taken a while to grow on me. Like, I'm still not a fan of Pale Communion. Still not a. Nope. Those are not all of my CDs. There's an entire room off this way with even more.
Dude. Would you say you have like
A through some of DE?
Would you say you have like 8,000 or 9,000 CDs?
About 9,000. Yeah. I mean, well, I'm not gonna stop collecting. And dude, I mean, there's like literally, I spent all my gift card money. So these next 2 collection updates are mostly that, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get some stuff that I've been meaning to get for a while. So this next collection update and the one after are just some stuff like, all right, I should have got this last year when it came out, but I didn't, and then just some like random classic stuff.
Right. Man, I'd like to. Oh man, I'd love to know how many. I'd love to know how much music Scott Waters has. That dude's got a massive collection.
I've seen actually. I've watched a fair amount of his videos. Like I think the first one I saw was his dive into like Christian thrash metal and Christian death metal, and you know it's weird that I brought up Living Sacrifice. I don't know if he brought up Living Sacrifice in any of those. I know he brought up Tourniquet and Sacrament a lot.
Oh, those are good ones.
And of course, Mortification, which I do own some Mortification.
Then his band Ultimatum, they're good.
I've heard of them. I've never actually listened to them.
Yeah, they're definitely worth checking out if you like Exodus.
Oh, I do like Exodus. Actually, yeah, that I don't know if did you see what the next rankings are going to be? It was at the end of the Entombed video. We didn't have Miller with us because he was laid up sick. Thankfully, it wasn't COVID. But yeah, Joe Shred is going to helm Carcass. Looking forward to that one.
Ooh, I think he said. I'm trying to think. What's it, Pantera? The other one?
Ren. Ren's pick is Pantera.
That's going to be a cool one.
And John picked Mastodon, and that's actually well timed since they just had that fucking incredible new album. And Miller is going full bore for Crowbar, and we're going to do that one last since that gives us time for the new one. Which
that should be a good one. Hell yeah!
That's going to be tough, man. Because like even
a lot of good albums.
Even my least favorite from them, which I still haven't quite centered in on, it's still more than likely a really fucking good album. Like, I own all their shit, and I mean, granted, there's not a lot of difference between them. There is some, but fucking Kirk is just, he's a riff guy, and fuck, man, they're all good.
Riff guy and a great vocalist, too. Fuck.
It's such a unique approach. Like, it sounds harsh, but he's tuneful, and man, dude, like, he just gets all that fucking depression out. But like when you bullshit with him, he's like such a fucking, hey man, how's it going, dude? Like shakes your hand. He's got a fucking firm handshake too. I mean, he's cut weight and he's built some muscle up. Yeah. But yeah, like everything he sings about is like, man, this is depressing as fuck. But man, those riffs are good.
Fucking heavy. So fat and heavy sounding too.
Dude, it's Sonic Excess in its purest form. Oddfellows Rest. Oh.
Yeah, they were on Beavis and Butthead, actually. Crowbar.
Yep. Yeah, because they were making fun of this guy taking a dump because he's just doing the Kirk bass.
In fact, that's probably how I first heard Crowbar, to be honest.
That might have been it. I mean, it might have been Late Night Headbangers Ball.
Would have been around the time when Obedience Through Suffering was out, I believe.
God, what was that one? 91? 90?
Shit.
That was their first one, right? Yeah.
You know what? That is their first one. I think it came out in like 91 or 92.
I'm trying to think what the... Oh,
maybe
it might
it's
be
their second album.
It might be the second or third one. Shit. The one with All I Had I Gave on it. I mean, in terms of like singles they have.
Yeah.
All I Had I Gave, like that fucking D-beat fucking stompathon, dude.
Yep.
I'm thinking Exodus.
Then he takes a dump, and they're like, never mind.
Yeah, because they were making fun of his face the entire time in the Beavis and Butthead episode. Like,
fuck.
I mean,
I need to track those DVDs down again.
I mean, we brought up Beavis and Butthead in the Entombed one because that was the first time I ever saw the Left Hand Path video. Actually, a little bit. Yeah, a
Like Bam
little
Bam
bit.
Bigelow, I guess.
I mean, he didn't have the head tats, and Bam Bam was a big dude.
Yeah,
Like
he was.
Kurt's, I mean, he's a stocky dude, but he's not very tall. But Bam
Right.
Bam was imposing.
It's pretty fucking amazing too how he could do those cartwheels for being a big guy.
Limber. Might
I
have
know I
been
couldn't do it. Maybe when I was younger, but not now.
Yeah, we also got out of the blue, Mike Hamilton, the drummer from Exhumed and Deeds of Flesh, got a hold of me.
Oh, nice.
And he's sending us some
Good.
coffee.
Oh, cool.
He's got his own brand of coffee, and he's like, "Hey, man, you're a coffee fan." Like, I don't drink coffee, but I know that Shred and Miller are both caffeines. They fucking love the
It's
shit.
really weird. It's really weird. Like I don't drink a lot of coffee either, but every once in a while, I'll get in the mood like where I want a cup of coffee. It's weird.
It's one of those things. I love the smell of it, like the smell
Yeah.
of coffee in the air. It smells great. I'm not a big fan of the taste of it. It's like it's just, but I like stouts. Stouts are good. But yeah, he's sent us some shit, and he's a fan of the channel and shit. I was like, hey man, well, one of these times maybe come on by and talked about doing a album versus album or band versus band things, like specifically around death metal.
Right.
So
I am gonna be bringing those back to the channel, the album versus album things. They're fun to do,
dude. I mean, some of them just cut to the core. Like I know Marty Worm and Alan.
Oh yeah,
metal. They did one with the whole like, all right, if you pick this, you have to pick one, and the other one just gets yeeted out of existence. It's like, oh, that's even harder. Because I don't want to live without either one of those. And there were a couple like, man, can I not pick ever?
I was watching a couple of their streams just recently. Like they just did one on Iron Maiden and Gamma Ray. I was watching those. And I think I did start watching that other one you just mentioned, but I didn't get the whole way through it. I think I fell asleep or something.
Yeah. I caught the tail end of the Carcass one, and that was a pretty fun one. And I get their gripes about the new one with the layout and the booklet, because like they have the lyrics, but they're all printed out of order and shit. It's like, dude, why do you have it? Like showing the stages of rot on the heart, that's kind of cool, but yeah, I don't get that.
Nothing wrong with nostalgia, dude.
No, metalheads live for it.
I'm stuck in nostalgia too a lot of the times. I liked my childhood. The 80s and 90s, man, it's great.
At least with metal, I think it's kind of cool because a lot of those bands that at least, well, 80s and 90s and, those kids, we still have a lot of those bands.
Right.
Next month, we get new Voivod. We get new Immolation.
Immolation, Voivod, not really a new band. Well, it's got old members of Iced Earth in it. Ashes of Ares, they got a new one coming out.
Anthrax will eventually have a new one. I'm looking forward to that one.
And, oh, yeah. It's been a while since we got an Anthrax album. Megadeth. That's the one I'm really looking forward to now after hearing that riff. Dude, for the new song.
Ferocious. Like I said, I know Dave said that there will be blast beats on it. I'm just kind of wondering how he's going to incorporate that. But hearing like how tight the riffing is on there and how aggressive, like, you know what? Blast beats might work on this one. Right. And Dirk is a monster of a fucking drummer.
Whew.
He puts some top talent.
I have a feeling this album's going to be like another. Well, it's. What am I trying to say? It's going to be like another Rust in Peace type of album, I think.
Oh,
I mean, it's not going to sound like Rust in Peace, but you know what I mean. I think it's going to be technical like Rust in Peace.
It sounds like, I don't know, like from what I heard, like just from that snippet in terms of like the production, it's gonna sound aggressive, and I really liked Dystopia, But Chris
Yeah.
Adler is a very groove-oriented drummer, and he kind of he has a nice pocket he stays in. He wasn't going to get too fast. I think they're going to get fast again.
That's what I'm thinking. I can't wait.
I think both Dirk and Kiko actually are a big part of the writing too. It isn't all just Dave this time.
Yeah.
He's kind of letting go of the reins. But my issue is there's usually a run, a 2 or 3 album run of good stuff, and then Dave shits the bed. I don't think he's in shits the bed mode. I don't think that's going to be that, but I'm always hesitant.
That's true. Like Super Collider.
or Risk.
It had its. I mean, Super Collider wasn't completely bad. It had a couple decent tracks on it, but it wasn't
Kingmaker. The cover of Cold Sweat is good.
That was good. That was actually good. I thought Dance in the Rain was kind of good too.
I
don't know.
Like that would.
I know it has the dude from Disturbed on it, which was kind of a turn off. But
they're supposed to punish the world with new music, and I guess they're saying it's gonna sound like the old stuff. Like, we don't want to hear that either.
No, just go.
Just
we don't want
if
to
you
hear
could just
Disturbed.
Stop. David Draymond looks like he should be managing a Hot Topic someplace in the fucking mall.
Then he did that side project Device. It didn't sound any different than Disturbed.
Yeah. If anything, it just sounded like, this just sounds like Disturbed with more industrial bullshit.
I was going to say it might be more industrial sounding, but it doesn't really sound much different.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I remember it was in Decibel magazine, and the Decibot covered it, which they covered all the new metal stuff, and it's just fucking shit out of it, and said pretty much, the review was pretty much Device won't load. I was like, well, I heard one track, it was like, are we sure this isn't Disturbed? Are we totally sure this isn't Disturbed?
What was that other band too? I think it had an old guitar player from Disturbed in it, or it had an old member from Disturbed in it. I think it's Adrenaline Mob, because it had Russell Allen of Symphony X on it too.
Oh yeah, and wasn't Portnoy drumming on Adrenaline Mob?
I think Mike Portnoy was on drums.
I have at least one album and an EP, but I think the only thing I really listened to it for was they did a pretty cool cover of Devil Went Down to Georgia. It was okay.
Actually, they did a really cool cover of Barracuda by Heart too.
See, I don't have
That's actually really good.
What was the damn name of it? All right, let's find you. Where are you? All right. Yeah, Devil Went Down to Georgia.
I don't think I heard that cover.
Tie Your Mother Down by Queen. They did a pretty solid cover of that.
I might have to check that out. I don't remember hearing that one either.
Oh, and I guess they did a cover of Duran Duran's "Come Undone" too. I know. Actually, it was weird. I want to say it was something to do with George Lynch and a singer, but they covered "Ordinary World," and honestly, it was really fucking good.
Might have to check that out. Since George Lynch is one of my favorite guitar players.
And that's one of Shred's main dudes. Like, he fucking adores George Lynch.
Like, I know a lot of people. I mean, there's people out there that frown on hair metal, but to me, Dawkins was probably the best out of those bands.
Dawkins was always they were kind of weird ones. Like, I didn't consider them hair metal.
Yeah,
they were. I mean, they got lumped in with hair metal,
right?
But it never really felt like hair metal. It just kind of felt like
felt like
80s hard rock / metal.
Hard rock, yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of Aquanet in the hair, but they didn't look like a hair metal band, really. I mean, kind of, but not like overtly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of classic heavy metal.
Right. Classic heavy metal was a good. description for it. I just remember the first time I heard George Lynch, my fucking jaw hit the floor. I was like, I was real young too.
I think like the first guitarist that really made an impression on me was probably Dimebag. I mean, not enough to make me, want to play. Well, I did want to play, but I didn't get good quick enough, so I was pissed off. But yeah.
Even when I first heard Ingwe Malmsteen, I was blown away. I'm like, how the fuck is he playing like that?
I mean, he's a dick, but he's a damn.
He is a dick.
Dude, the whole donut thing, I don't fucking get that. Who the fuck hates donuts? That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dawkins was on
Yep.
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Dream Warriors.
Yeah. Dream Warriors, yep.
That's my favorite fucking
man.
nightmare.
That's a good movie.
I love that
might
movie.
Be my favorite too. It goes back and forth between the first 1 and 3.
Yeah. 2 was odd. I mean, and there was a lot of behind the scenes themes that were kind of subversive, and they were there, I think, kind of intentionally. But I thought the special effects took a really fucking good jump up in that one. Like the whole Freddy emerging from him. Like there's some really solid special effects. The bus teetering. Yep. That's honestly it, and it's for a reason, because the director was gay, and he wanted those themes in there. And the guy that played, what was his name? Ricky? Was it Ricky? What was his damn name? The kid that he's the only male survivor girl. It was the last girl and every fucking he is the last girl, and he was also closet homosexual too. So I think the themes are in there, like the whole thing with the coach being fucking spanked and shit. Like it's not hard to read into that one,
right?
But honestly, it's an interesting movie. It's just, I don't know, like it doesn't really fit in very well. But I mean, when Freddy fucking comes out the party and everything with the fucking flames behind him, it's like, dude, it's fucking cool.
It just seems like after 3, the movies got really goofy.
Yeah,
like 4 wasn't. I mean, 4 was okay, but not great.
What was that? Dream Child or Dream Master? Fuck, I always get those.
I believe it was Dream. I think it's Dream Child. Part 4.
Yeah, after that, honestly, I think a lot of the camp started to sink in, and I don't know, they tried to make shit more humorous and less sinister.
Yeah.
And part of it, I think, is the kind of the mass appeal that they had with 3. Like 3, there was definitely some humor in there, but there was also a lot of cool action. Yeah. And the story was really fucking cool.
It was cool. Hell yeah.
And I mean, then they got the habit of killing off the main girl, because they killed off Heather Langenkamp in 3. And then they killed off, well, they recast her, but the main character that was Patricia Arquette in 3. Welcome to primetime, bitch.
Welcome to primetime. That was good. That was pretty good.
It just, I don't know. They kind of, I don't want to say they softened up the character, but they just made him a little too goofy to be scared of him anymore.
Yeah. I know part 6 wasn't, part 6, that one was really goofy. Freddy's dead.
Freddy's dead. That one had some entertaining moments.
Yeah.
I totally forgot Breckin Meyer was in there. He was the fucking stoner kid that got killed in the video game.
Yeah.
And then, he went on to be one of the main guys in Robot Chicken.
Right.
I mean, he does some other acting bits in there too. He was in the Craft too.
What's going on, Frederick? How you doing, man?
Yeah,
good to see you.
Even Friday the 13th took a fucking nosedive after a while too.
Yeah.
Honestly, after 6,
Yeah, I like the first 3.
yeah, first 3 are great.
4 and 5 are okay.
4 and 5 are. I mean, all right. I don't.
6 is really good.
Wait,
I do like 6.
Was 4? Well, I have to look it up. Was 4 the one with the imposter, Jason? Where like there was the psychological thing. God damn it! I have to look that up.
I think it was.
Yeah, I don't like that one. That one was.
Yeah, it's not one of the better ones.
I'm trying to think what 5 was. I'm gonna have to look it up now. God damn it! Because Friday 6th is Freddy's dead. Not Freddy's dead. Not Freddy lives. God damn it! Jason lives.
What's part 6 called? Part 7. I'm trying to think. Was it the New Blood? Part 7.
Oh no! No, 4 was the final chapter. I do like that one. That's where fucking Corey Feldman fucks him up.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
5 is. I don't like that one at all. That's the one where they put in a mock killer on there, and I don't know. It was just bad.
Not much, man. Just talking about movies right now.
Yeah, and then fucking 7 was with the psychic chick. That was dumb. I mean, all right, well, the kid that explodes in the fucking sleeping bag is pretty funny. Like the sleeping bag death is pretty cool.
That's true. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's where Kane Hodder came in on 7.
Was it 7? Was that his first one? Or was that one?
I think it was 7. I always thought it was like 6.
God, I'll have to look at it.
I guess it's not.
Yeah, see, I think it's. Let's see. Hold on here, I'll look it up.
No, Brian's saying it's 7.
Yeah, okay, different guy. Yeah. It's Dan Bradley and CJ Graham that were Jason and 6, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Part 8's not very good either.
Oh, fuck Manhattan. God, he doesn't even take it. He's on a boat the entire time. All right, the boxer getting his head knocked off.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's like the only scene where I'm like, that was pretty funny. Pretty clean fucking.
Yeah, that part was kind of funny. It's stupid, but it's hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
The first 5 are definitely, I'm not a big fan of the 5th one either. The first 4 are good, 6 is good.
Jason Goes to Hell.
It's okay. It could be better.
Jason X is terrible. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a bad one. Yes,
dude.
I agree. Jason X.
The CGI they threw in there looked like someone's PlayStation 2 graphics. The best scene is when they did the hologram and the 2 like fucking hot chicks like, hey, would you like to do drugs and engage in premarital sex? Yeah, we love premarital. And the next thing you see him is like beating him against the fucking tree in a sleeping bag. Like, that is it. I can watch that scene and then fuck the rest of the movie.
It's probably a decent part. But that movie is pretty bad.
Oh, it's awful. But Freddy vs. Jason was fun.
It was good. Yeah.
I mean, the plot was garbage. They just was like, we got to find a way to get them to fucking fight. So, you 12-year-olds that just saw your first fucking boob on the internet, write us a story. Like, okay. And then I didn't see
Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason Goes to Hell. I don't know. Like, I don't like one's necessarily. I don't like the look. Like, because he looks like a fucking lumpy potato with the fucking mask sandwiched in his face.
Yeah. Right.
I hate the way he looks. But I mean,
Damn, that was your first Friday the 13th movie?
oh God,
Jason X, damn.
man. I think mine was 2 with the burlap sack Jason.
Trying to think. Mine was part 6. That would have been my first one.
That was my second one.
Right when it came out.
That one's still my favorite, dude. I love fucking stupid, strong, undead Jason in that one. Like,
Yeah.
dude, he
That's
just
a good
fucks
one.
shit up. I think that's the shortest of the movies too. Like, it's not particularly long, and it's like, no, we just got to get to him fucking murking people.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Part 2.
Actually, someone like it came across my Facebook ads. Like, someone had like it was like a lamp / like kind of aquarium, and had like Jason chained to the bottom of the tank, and they had his like his throat slit where it actually like would change the color of the water red.
Oh yeah,
It was pretty cool.
that is cool.
But yeah, like every series tends to have a big
Oh, the
falling off point.
The remake is terrible of Friday the 13th.
I saw a little bit of it. I thought like, all right, I thought some of the like the hunting methods, like him setting up traps and bells and tunnels, I thought that was clever. But I don't know, like the overall look of him, like, yeah, all right, Jason was deformed, but
Right.
I mean, like, he was a hulking mass. This one, he looked a little too frail.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. That's just me, though. I'm picky. I like my undead Jason.
But
Yeah.
let's see, if I were to pick the most disappointing franchise, disappointing franchise, I would probably go with Hellraiser. After the first 3 movies,
Man,
boy, they
dude,
went
that one.
downhill.
Yeah. Like, all right, I can watch the first 4, still enjoy them. Like, 1,
Yeah.
absolute classic. 2, a sequel better than the original. I stand by that. I think Hellbound is better than the original.
I would agree.
3, a little bit of a dive in quality, but it's still fun. Plus, you get to see Armored Saint in there. Then Bloodlines is, I think, pretty good. Like, it does have a cool story to it.
It does.
And then after that, I don't even like it would just turn in like direct to fucking, because I had a VHS copy of Inferno, the one with Craig
There you go.
something shit. But yeah, like it was like a noir story, and then fuck, dude, it just turned into nothing. Like, you'd see the Cenobites every now and then, and Pinhead would be in the background, and then nothing would happen. Like, oh, let's just go back to this guy, and nothing happening. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, and then you don't really see Pinhead do Pinhead shit until the very end.
Right. And, like, Pinhead got really weird looking too, like on the newer ones. Like, very low looking.
I have not watched that last one. I heard nothing but bad things. I was like, I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not, because it's not Doug Bradley anymore. Like, I mean, eventually they're going to have to recast because Doug Bradley got old.
Right.
But yeah, they cast someone else. I saw the look of it and was like, man, dude, that looks cheap.
Yeah.
That one, like that's a series where, honestly, if they wanted to reboot it, I would kind of be all for it, because the way it's heading is just worse and worse and worse with every release. It's like, you know what?
I agree.
Reboot it. Maybe even have it pick up after, let's ignore everything after Bloodline.
Right.
For the love of fucking God.
I agree.
And find someone that is as charismatic as fucking Doug Bradley as Pinhead, because you have to have like some imposing figure. I mean, I know Clive Barker probably wouldn't mind seeing his baby actually fucking, get back out there. No, that dude said like some serious health stuff to recover from. I guess he got like a massive infection and it did some like serious. Dude, yeah, actually, Doug Jones.
Doug Jones might be good.
I mean, he's kind of lanky and wiry, but I mean, he can be an imposing figure. Right. I mean, actually, get Guillermo del Toro to fucking direct that shit. I mean, you'll probably get Doug Jones in that package.
Right. Be good. It definitely needs a reboot, though, because the movies have just gotten so bad.
I don't know, like, maybe like the different production companies that own the rights to it, they just didn't give a fuck. And Nightbreed 2, I would be so down for that.
I haven't watched that. I haven't watched Nightbreed.
Well, no, it doesn't exist yet. They did the one Nightbreed, and that was like...
Yeah.
Well, it tanked in theaters. Like, I don't think it got like a huge release, but it got reviewed fucking harsh as fuck. But once it got to fucking VHS, they fucking took off, became this underground hit.
The guy who plays Vision.
Oh,
Who is that?
Ah, shit. What's his damn name? Oh, I can see his damn face. Oh, fuck. What's his name? Oh, I know who you're talking about, though. Actually, he wouldn't be bad either. I mean, he's tall. He has an English accent. That kind of helps. Just put some black shit on his teeth. Pins in the skull.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, Clive Barker properties I wouldn't mind seeing, getting a better treatment in terms of like miniseries or, right. Rawhead Rex. They could do that so much better. Clive Barker hated how that movie turned out.
Yeah, that wasn't one. I didn't care for that movie either.
Dude, I mean, the story itself, like, he's got a good story there. And if you actually look at I know there's a comic for it, and fuck, it's disgusting, but the whole idea was Rawhead was supposed to look like essentially a giant dick. Like his head was supposed to be very phallic, and they redesigned it and put that cheap mohawk fucking creature, and he hated it. And plus, like when he opens his mouth wide enough, you can see like the mouth of the actual person inside the suit.
That's how it is with a lot of movies. Like the comic books will be different than the movies.
I think, maybe. Well, there's like a big production company, like, because, when it comes down to movies, and like, all right, well, I'm going to give you the rights to make this movie. Like, all right, cool. Yeah. Now, as a production company, we have liberties to take, and we can change this and change that, but we will keep you on as a consultant. And generally, that means like, hey, you potentially get a front row seat and watch us butt fuck your fucking, project here.
Right.
And I mean, a lot like that movie Wanted, the one where everyone curved the bullets. Yeah,
I think I've ever seen that.
And Morgan Freeman, Angela Jolie. Yeah, like the Secret Society of Assassins, and but the original book that was based on was amazing. I actually own the comic. It's fantastic, and nothing like that movie. So yeah, that's the thing. But with a comic, like if someone has like a book, say, hey, you guys want to do a graphic novel, version of this? Generally, they'll just read the book and say, all right, I just think of ways to illustrate that in panels, and I think that's more direct. Like it's like, yeah, if we're gonna have to put like a stamp on and say, hey, this is for mature readers only because there's a ridiculous amount of violence, nudity, sexual content, harsh language for any reason, but people will probably buy it.
Yep. It's kind of like Stephen King.
Yeah.
I think his books are actually more disturbing than his movies.
I think I read Pet Sematary when I was about 9, and a lot of the story did not. I mean, it was scary just because, like, oh, these are fucking zombies, and I didn't know what a Wendigo was until I looked it up and I was like, oh my god, that's fucking horrifying.
Right.
Cannibalistic fucking god demon, awful. But like as an adult, I appreciated that story more because it is honestly one of the saddest stories he wrote, because it's all about the pain of loss and desperation. And if you did lose your kid, would you be willing to fucking bring him back, knowing full well that there's a chance he could come back very different?
Ooh.
You don't know. I mean, that's one of those things you don't know until you're placed in that position. Love and grief are powerful things, and that was a theme in that book that made it especially difficult to like go back to. It was like, wow, man, I didn't get that as a kid. I just got that this is a scary story. Yeah. But as an adult, I was like, man, this is a scary but sad story. But I know Stephen King hated The Shining. Like, he hated Kubrick's version of that, even though I think Kubrick's version, like, dude, that movie fucking rules. That's one of Kubrick's best. And it still captures the story, except, it's more subtle. Like, Stephen King's story is about a haunted hotel.
Yeah.
And this is about the movie is about a haunted hotel. It's still definitely haunted, but it's also about that whole cabin fever, fucking losing your mind in the isolation.
Right.
And I don't know. I think Cooper captured something else there too. I thought that was really good. But yeah, Stephen King hated that movie, and he loved the directed TV one.
Classic, though. I mean, well, I guess I don't know.
I mean,
I guess if you're an author or an artist, you're kind of critical of your own work sometimes.
Actually, I was bringing this up when my buddy and I watched the new Dune movie, or the first part of the new Dune movie. How David Lynch hates the original, the one that he directed. In fact, he hates it so much that he took his name off of it, and he goes by the surname Judas Booth, which is a name that generally writers and fucking directors will take that name as like, I want to distance myself from this project. I don't want it on my resume. So they use the word, the name Judas Booth. Booth. Yeah. I mean, after, John Wilkes Booth and Judas, it was like, yeah, assholes.
Spawn beats a reboot.
That was supposed to happen. I mean, it might still happen. But Tom McFarlane, apparently he's been trying to work with Blumhouse. You guys, been doing all the horror movies. He's been trying to get that off the ground. Even going as far as like getting a budget together.
Okay.
But McFarlane's, I don't know, he's kind of an odd bird. I mean, ever since he bought that fucking baseball for like millions of dollars or something, like for Sammy Sosa.
Oh yeah.
It was like, man, where the fuck is your head at on that one?
Yeah, for real. What the fuck?
But he's been trying to do a Spawn thing, because I mean, like, he wasn't a big fan of how the original Spawn movie turned out. I mean, honestly, going back, it's not that great.
No, it's not really that good of a movie.
And some of John Leguizamo's lines are pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie Foxx wouldn't be a bad pick. He's a good actor. I don't know.
He's a good actor, yeah.
I like Michael Jai White, though. Like, Michael Jai White, the guy that played Spawn originally. But, dude, that dude does some funny movies. Dude, Black Dynamite, holy shit, that movie is hilarious. And the show, the fucking cartoon they put on Adult Swim, possibly even better.
Oh, damn.
He did dude, it's a spoof on blaxploitation movies, and it's fucking hilarious. Cool. Dude, like, he's like ultra mega kung fu Shaft in it, and the fucking jokes are so goddamn good.
I'll have to check that one out. Shit,
it's hilarious, dude. Black Dynamite, fucking rules.
Dynamite. I'll have to try to remember that.
Yeah, but there was a lot of press about McFarlane trying to get a Spawn movie off, and he wanted to be like dark. He wanted to be more horror oriented.
Yeah.
And that makes sense with Blumhouse, but I've heard nothing. Yeah, Cabal knows. Yeah, dude, Black Dynamite fucking rules. Dude, the animated series too. I own, I believe, the entire first season. Like literally the first episode kicks off with Michael Jackson being an alien, but like it's Jackson 5 one, and like how he looks now is how he looked before he died, rather. Sorry. He's all just wearing a mask to look like a kid. That's his alien face. It's it's so fucked up. It's hilarious.
I'll have to check that movie out.
Oh,
TV series.
Yeah, Spawn would need a budget because you're gonna need a fair amount of CGI, and don't make it look cheap. Like I want to see like Spawn and all the glory with the fucking sentient cape, fucking grabbing people and ripping them to pieces.
Right. Man, I think I'm just sitting here thinking about like disappointing movies that I've seen. And the one movie that really stands out is Judge Dredd. That movie was terrible.
Wait, the one with Stallone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I love Armand Asante. I think he's a solid actor, but Jesus Christ, he overdid every fucking line on there. And then, well, Stallone, he's Stallone. I mean,
Right.
And God, Rob Schneider in there. That was just a bad movie.
I saw that in the theaters too at the time. I'm like, oh.
I'm so glad I didn't. I'm so glad I didn't. I watched it on like Showtime or HBO, and I was like, "This is gonna be so cool." And then I watched it, I was like, "This kind of fucking sucked."
Yeah, because I was like, "Oh," I mean, before the movie came out, I'm like, "Ooh, this is gonna be cool." And Anthrax writes a song about Judge Dredd.
There's the connection right there.
Kind of like I was thinking, yeah.
This is bound to be awesome. Nope.
And it sucked.
Did you see the Carl Urban one that came out a few years ago? Just called Dredd.
No, I did not see it.
Watch that one. That one.
Is it good?
Oh, it's awesome. And possibly done on a smaller budget too. Like it's him inside of a giant mega block fucking apartment building versus a bunch of fucking drug dealers, and dude, he's just murking them left and right. It's fucking awesome.
Ooh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, and he plays it the way you would want him to play it. Like he talks very rarely. Actually, he doesn't say very much.
Yeah,
and it's all this gruff talk. It's not I love Stallone, but yeah, that kind of got old. Yeah, Carl Urban one. That's the one to watch.
I mean,
dude,
I like Stallone.
The 90s Spawn animated too. Yeah, that one.
So underrated.
It's been a while since that movie came out too, so I was hoping they would do another Dredd. It got positive reviews. I just don't know if it did as well in the box office, which unfortunately, that's what really matters there in terms of building a franchise.
Right. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I really like Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon was Eric Larson. Peter Larson? Something Larson. He was the guy that was the main artist and creator behind it.
Yeah. Imagine Comics need.
Oh, see, I don't think Image Comics. Well, I mean, all right. Outside of The Walking Dead, I don't know what all Image Comics does anymore because it was like Image and Top Cow Industries and all the they had all the Rob Liefeld shit, and Rob Liefeld was a trash fucking Eric Larson, yeah. And Rob Liefeld was a trash artist and he was lazy as fuck. I mean, yeah, he gets credit for creating X-Force and Cable and all that shit. But yeah, he wasn't a very good artist. But yeah, Image Comics went bankrupt, I think, for a while. And then, the whole idea behind Image Comics was freelance artists and shit, and then that kind of fell apart.
Okay.
But, they tried TV shows. I know Wildcats had a TV show. They have the animated series for Spawn. They had one for Savage Dragon, but none of them really took off. So I don't know. Like, I mean, shit, man. Image Comics would have to, really build from the ground up. But yeah, yeah. Cabal, yeah, pouches. Motherfucking pouches on everything. That was Rob Liefeld. He couldn't draw feet at all. Like, most of the time when you saw his art, he would avoid drawing the feet because he couldn't. If you saw a foot, it was like this fucking flipper just hanging there. And like, I mean, you think about all those pictures of Cable, like he's got like 400 pouches around him and they're all carrying things. I never got that.
I don't get that either. Toxic. I heard they're back together, working on a new album. Actually, the band Toxic.
Yeah, I have one of their albums. Shit, which one do I have?
Yeah, they put out 2 albums in the '80s, and then they just never done anything after. But yeah, I heard they're actually working on new music.
Think This from '89. That's the one I have.
That's a good one.
God, what was it? Someone was bringing up Dark Angel again. Actually, in our comments on Thralls, and I know that fucking Gene said that, like, hey, we're actually going to work on some new stuff, but I haven't heard anything about that since. I mean, stuff may have got tabled, courtesy of COVID and whatnot.
Right. Oh man, I'm hoping there's a new Dark Angel album this year.
Dude, I totally check that out. I guess Violence released a new track too.
I got to check that out. A friend of mine texted me earlier, and I was sleeping when he texted me, and I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, someone told me in comments.
I heard it's really good.
I mean, honestly, well, I mean, the California Uber Alice one was like, well, that's a fucking cool song. Of course, they're
yeah, that is an awesome tune.
Yeah, and they did a damn good job. And honestly, Killian sounded really good. Like, I've always had issues with Killian's vocals, especially on the first one. But
Eternal Nightmare.
Yeah, Eternal Nightmare. Man, dude, he's, I don't know, the wailing and like it just kind of. I know, like he's trying to do like an over the top thing, but I think later on, I think he got better on it. Especially shit. Okay, I have to look at these titles. Where are you? There it is. Oppressing the Masses. He sounded much better on there.
That's a good album. That is a good album. Then you got Torture Tactics. Oh,
that's a nasty EP.
That is. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. The last 2 tracks on it.
Gutter Slut, Dicks of
Death. Oh, God.
Have you ever heard the thrash band Forced Entry?
Yeah.
Dude,
we're dicks.
that is such an awesome song. Because we're a bunch of dicks.
That's another band I wish we'll get back together.
Dude, well, I mean, as long as they don't write anything like that last EP that didn't take off.
Oh. I'm pretty
I
sure
forget the name of it. But it wasn't good.
But man,
yeah, those first two Forced Entry albums were fucking awesome, though.
Oh, they are really good.
Especially that debut, like, for a 3-piece, being like heavy and technical as hell. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they were good.
February? New Toxic? Wow.
Comments such.
Oh, I guess they're still releasing stuff in there.
Take care, Cabal. Thanks for dropping by, man.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna bounce too because I just realized it is 3 a.m. But yeah,
it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, good chatting again, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, it's fun, dude.
Yeah, fuck the trolls, all that bullshit.
Yeah, fuck them.
Just have fun with it, man. That's
Oh yeah,
main thing. This is your channel. You're the fucking boss. You have
right,
fun with
exactly.
it.
You're right,
all
man.
Right.
You're exactly right. Hey, bro, take care, man. Thanks
later,
for
man.
stopping by.
Peace.
Later. All right, just back to me now. I did hear about that new Razor, new Exciter. I'm like really looking forward to those. So yeah, man, 2022 is looking to be a good year, man, for metal. Well, I think the new Razor has been in the works for a while, actually. My God. Oh man, I'm ready for a new Exciter album. You talk about a band that's never changed. Yeah, they never really changed their style, man. Ooh, I'd like to hear a new Sacrifice too, man. Definitely, man. Mm. They have? Cool. Hopefully they work on new music. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. Hell yeah. God damn. I think I need to look up that song now and play it. Yeah, dude. I'm ready for a new Toxic album. It's been what? Oh, jeez. 33 years, I believe. Yeah, because I think this came out in 1989. Wow. I'm definitely hoping for some new Toxic. Oh yeah, man, Forced Entries back together. I hope they put out a new album. And hopefully it returns to like the old thrash sound, you know. Um Let me see if I can find a couple tracks to play. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh yeah. Oh man, all right. We're gonna look up Forced Entry and Toxic. Hell yeah, man. Because that's what we do here on Metal Ben's Chronicles. Looking up some tracks, dude. All right. Let's see what comes up here, dude. I think it's on Uncertain Future. I think. Where did this one come out? Oh, never mind. That's the first album. Okay. That's on As Above, So Below. Okay. I don't think Exciter is going to change their sound. Ooh, nice, dude. I got to get those first two Toxic CDs again. I used to have the first one. this. Get better, you know about it. Let's see this life. Everybody's up there looking up. We care. Cause we're a bunch of dicks. You tell them like it is. I know it makes you pissed. Cause we're a bunch of dicks. Fuck off, or I'll kill you! What's your man, what's your mind? You fucking ass up, when I put you wrong, you'll call me a dick. I told you what the fuck you want, you think mama. Send it to your next club, you don't like it, keep my spot. Cause I'm a fucking dick. We tell it like it is. I know it makes you pissed. Cause I'm a fucking dick. Yes. We tell it like it is. I know it makes you pissed. Cause we're a bunch of dicks. Fuck off, or I'll tell you. That should be the theme song for this channel. Cause I'm a fucking dick. I tell it like it is. Oh man, that's fucking great. Ooh, Toxic Heart Attack. That's a good track. Oh, cool. Hey man, nothing wrong with getting some thrash LPs, dude. What's going on, Shadow Man 756? Welcome to the stream. All right. The next track I'm going to play goes out to Burke, Shelley. Rest in peace. Here's some classic Budgie from their first album, Homicidal Suicidal. Snowy, welcome, dude. Ooh, that's a good classic right there, man. Like I said, man, Bunchy definitely was about as heavy as Black Sabbath. You know, it's just, Bunchy was a lot more underground. We got Snowy, we got the Speed King, we got the Frederick, we got Demas, we got Shadow King. Hell yeah, man, we got some good people here. Some mighty fine metalheads here in the chat room. But yeah, man, that's a good early Bunchy tune. We'll get back to the tunes here in a minute. But yeah, man, you guys fucking rule, man. You're hearing these streams, and that's fucking badass, dude. Means a hell of a lot to me, man. Not just sitting here thinking, I could see why probably early on Lars got into Bunchy. Like, you got to remember, Lars, when he came in 1980, when he came to America, he's the one that basically, he's pretty much the one who brought up all these fucking obscure bands, like the Budgies, the fucking Diamond Heads, the Angel Witches. And Dave Mustaine, too, he was into that stuff, too, early on. why, they pretty much created the music they created throughout their careers. Early on, definitely. Like I've said before, a lot of people will shit on Lars. Okay, yeah, whatever. But, man, if it wasn't for fucking Metallica in those early years, nobody would have known about this stuff, probably. Especially back then, before the internet existed and cell phones existed, it was word of mouth back then. Tape trading. You had magazines like Kerrang! And Metal Force, back in the early days. Toxic Rose. I'm gonna have to check that out. I saw another interesting one you posted on Instagram a couple days ago. A band called Alice in Hell. I was trying to actually look it up on Facebook and I couldn't, or not on Facebook, on YouTube here, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, definitely check out Speed King's Instagram page. That dude posts a bunch of really underground, obscure albums. Yep, rest in peace to Burke Shelley, man. A huge influence when it comes to, early heavy metal. Right. That's how it was back in those days. You had a lot of college DJs too back then that would play all this really underground stuff that was coming out. Oh, cool, man. Sounds cool, Snowy. That name sounds familiar, but yeah, Toxic Rose really sounds familiar. But even back in the early days, too, there was a lot of Swedish bands coming out that were pretty much in the style of the new wave of British heavy metal back in the early 80s. Ooh. Great tune. Can you believe Tunes of the Mutilated turns 30 this year? Jeez. I'm going to eventually do a video about 1992 and all the great albums that came out that year, because 92 was stocked. 92 was stocked. With great metal albums. I used to do that back in the day, before internet. Hell yeah. I'd go to Sam Goody's Camelot Music. If I saw something that looked fucking cool, I'd buy it. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So Frederick's still in the chat. Hold on a minute, I'll just scroll up through the comments section if I can here. Oh, he wanted rigor mortis. Oh, yeah. I agree, man. See, that's the cool part about the internet. You're still finding out about bands, that you might not have known about back then. Either they put out one album, an EP, and maybe even just a demo and they were gone. You know? When back then, yeah, it's basically you walk into a record store and you look at an album cover and hope it's good. And 9 times out of 10, it would be good. Or, we had the metal magazines back then too, like Metal Maniac, Brave Words, Bloody Knuckles, Terrorizer. Metal Edge was more kind of mainstream, like when it comes to metal. And you had, I'm trying to think of the other magazines you had back then. There was a magazine called Thrasher. I remember Thrasher magazine. Metal Force, Kerrang. Well, Kerrang really went to shit after a certain point. Metal Hammer. Which I think Metal Hammer actually still exists. Yeah, man. You had all these cool magazines back then. And, through the 2000s, it was really cool because magazines like Brave Words would throw in a free CD with a bunch of different bands on it. Even some bands that were unsigned, or just working on, or some of these bands even just had a demo out, Good. That's good to hear. I wish that would happen here. Oh, yeah, man. The old magazines, man, were great. Don't mind me, I'm just looking up rigor mortis right now for Frederick. CDs should never go away. I mean, I hope so, man. This fucking digital bullshit, dude. It's hurting the artist. I think he wanted to hear Reanimator by Rigor Mortis. By the way, rest in peace to Bruce Corbett, another killer vocalist. And his band War Beast was absolutely killer.
You killed him, the lighted master. I gave him life.
I agree. Holy shit, dude. Hold on a minute. Damn, since 1980. Fuck. Dude, in 1980, I was sitting in diapers. I was only a year old in 1980. God damn. Fuck. It's always cool, though, having older people come in here because you learn more. You definitely learn more. Damn. 1980. Vinyls were way cheaper back then, too. You could get a vinyl for like $5 back then. Maybe even cheaper. That's good. That doesn't bug me at all, man. I actually like the older fan base I get in here. I like the young ones too, but the old ones definitely know their shit. Yeah, dude. Back in 1980, man, I was still sitting in diapers, man. I was baby metal then. I mean, it's cool as shit, though. I mean, I know my mother has a huge vinyl collection. She still has all of her vinyls, too. Nice. Hell yeah, man. Um, see, I started buying vinyls in 2015, but I don't buy vinyls on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Like the last vinyl I bought was Anthrax Fistful of Metal, but obviously it's a reissue. What else did I get? Aussie Diary of a Madman 2 on vinyl. Oh yeah, man. Gotta do what you gotta do to buy that music. I mean, it's amazing because if you would have asked me 10 years ago if vinyl is going to make a resurgence, I probably would have said probably not. It was around 2015 too, is when vinyl started making this resurgence. Maybe 2014. I mean, even in 2015, you could still find vinyls dirt cheap. But yeah, it's amazing how vinyls have come back. But I do agree, vinyls are definitely way too fucking expensive. That's why I don't buy very many vinyls. Started when the dinosaurs started walking the earth. Fuck, man. Like, I think the first vinyls, well, these were actually given to me too. My one friend had my one buddy had duplicates of a couple Kiss vinyls, and he gave them to me. Which ones were they? Rock and Roll Over and Alive 2. He just gave them to me. Because back then he was finding these vinyls dirt cheap, before the resurgence began, you know. And actually would be my Holocaust guitar player too, and vocalist who, gave me those vinyls. You know what? You're right about that. Excuse me. You're right about that. It did become hip. That's what I don't like about vinyls. It became like hip, and it's like, okay, it's great that it's back, or it's been back, but now you got a lot of people just hopping on the bandwagon, and a lot of these people are snobby, man. Not saying everybody. I mean, there's cool people out there too that collect vinyls, but like people that wouldn't have collected vinyls before this resurgence, a lot of them are absolute snobs. 1 million years old. It's kind of interesting that we're talking about this because I remember a friend of mine growing up had a very old vinyl player. This was from the 1800s. And it's amazing how vinyls looked back then. Okay, I'm going to put on the camera here for a minute. You can all see my beautifully ugly face again. But no, this is what vinyls kind of look like back when vinyls first came out. They were shaped like this. Okay. I'd like to eventually get all the Kisses on vinyl. Let's see, which ones do I have? I got, well, the two I mentioned. I got Destroyer on vinyl. Dressed to Kill I have on vinyl. And I think Animalized. Yeah, the first vinyls, though, were like round shaped. Kids. Like right now, it seems. I mean, I hope CDs are making a comeback. Well, CDs never really went away, but they did drop in sales. I mean, I'm hoping, the sales are increasing. Because me, I still like to buy my music. And mainly what I buy still is CDs, you know. Heard cassettes have been making a comeback too, but like a Cylinder, but I've heard of them, okay. Like a lot of bands are actually printing cassettes again because it's actually cheaper to print cassettes, which like me being an artist too, I'm trying to look into eventually getting some CDs pressed. Because there's definitely people out there that still want to buy the stuff as opposed to just, buying the digital shit. But yeah. The day physical media goes away, dude, that's the day music dies. I don't ever want to see physical media go away. Right. I mean, granted, I could buy a bunch of blank CDs and fucking print the CDs myself, but they'd look cheap as fuck, you know? That's funny you mentioned that. I was actually just sitting there thinking about 8 tracks, the only format that has not made a comeback. Yeah, I agree. I think the cassettes are way too expensive. Like some of these people are charging like $20 for a cassette. It's like that's a bit too much. I could see maybe around $8 or $10. But come on, $20 for a damn cassette. Now, granted, the cassettes definitely look cooler nowadays because you can actually, make your own cassette designs. But still, it's like, come on, man. These fucking Not everything has to be astronomically expensive, you know. It's like these, man. Another thing I've noticed too is these concert tickets are just getting more and more expensive. Huh. Interesting. But I'm telling you right now, shit does not need to be expensive like it is nowadays. It doesn't. It's only expensive because, well, we got corrupt politicians running the show, which I'm not going to get into all that bullshit again. Oh my god, dude, you should not have to pay $100 to go to a concert. I'm sorry, dude. Well, some of them are fucking more. Like if you want to go see Metallica, man, I think a cheap seat at a Metallica show is like $180. It's like, come on, man. When back in the '80s, it was probably only like maybe, I don't know, $15 if I were to guess. Oh yeah, no shit. Right, right, exactly. That's why that has a lot to do with it. If people aren't buying the music, obviously ticket prices are going to be fucking skyrocketing high. I mean, the band's got to feed their families too. I mean, and plus you got to think too. If you're in a band, you got the staff to pay, the people that set up the fucking stages, security, all that shit, dude. You got to pay those people. I mean, unfortunately, we live in a world where you got to have fucking money to survive. I mean, nice. Fucking Motorhead. One band I did not get to see live, unfortunately. We are Motorhead and we play rock and roll. Or we are Motorhead and we're gonna kick your ass. I fucking miss Lemmy, man. I would not go see Kiss. There's no fucking way. Not now. Let's see, I got to see Kiss back in 2003 with Aerosmith. And they actually had Peter Criss on drums, believe it or not. No, me either. Right. Very true. I mean, Uh, it's just a fucking shitty time we're living in, man. You can blame capitalism for that crap. Yeah, I got to tell a little story about Kiss. Actually, it's really weird because growing up as a kid, I was not into Kiss, not at all. But then again, I wasn't exposed to the '70s stuff till later. So when I first heard Crazy Nights and Hot in the Shade, I'm like, these albums suck. And I still feel that way. They're bad albums, my opinion. But no, it wasn't until the original Kiss actually got back together in '96 where I got like more intrigued. I'm like, man, maybe I need to check out some of the old stuff from the '70s. And that's what I did, and I loved it. I'm like, fuck, this shit's good. So yeah, I didn't get into Kiss till '96. That's when I really got intrigued and into them. Like I remember going out and buying which one did I buy first? I think the first one I bought was Destroyer. And I'm like, okay, pretty cool album. Well, I'd gotten it on cassette tape back then in '96. Was always a huge fan of the track King of the Nighttime World. I think that track is killer. And of course, God of Thunder, obviously. Oh, geez, that would have been back in '83 when Lick It Up came out. That's a fucking killer album, too, Lick It Up. That's a really killer Kiss album. Well, besides the title track, I do not like the title track. But the rest of the album's great. Creatures of the Night, what a great album. Eventually, I might do an album ranking on Kiss. I know it's been done to death. I think every YouTuber has done it. But if people want it, I'll do it. Oh my God, Lick It Up is such a good album. The opening track, Exciter, man, that's a good heavy metal Kiss song, you know. Then you got All Hell's Breaking Loose, another great track. You got thrown out of a Kiss concert. See, that would have been the time to get into Kiss too if you were around back then, back in the '70s. It's fucking weird too because I'll still watch Kiss documentaries. It doesn't matter how much I know about Kiss or, you know, like if anybody uploads a Kiss documentary, I'll fucking watch it. Or does a retrospective on Kiss, I'll still watch it. That's funny, man. I'll do it. I'll do a Kiss ranking video. The only problem is I don't have all their albums anymore. I used to have them all on CD. Or not CD, I had them all on cassette tape. I'm trying to think of the ones I have. Let's see, I got I have Lick It Up on CD. Hot in the Shades, unfortunately, but I haven't. I got the Paul Stanley solo album on CD. I think I have the first Kiss and Hotter Than Hell too. Ooh, you saw him back on the Lick It Up tour. That was probably an experience back then because they had just taken the makeup off. You're probably right about that because I'll still watch them all. You talk about Kiss, I don't know what it is about Kiss. I'll still watch the ranking videos no matter how many times I've seen them. There's just something about Kiss that drags you in. And they're still great. I mean, like I said, I didn't get into Kiss till '96, but they easily became one of my favorite bands when I finally got into them. And I could see why so many people were influenced by Kiss. I mean, fucking Ace Frehley, dude. One of the rawest guitar players ever. But man, still one of the best. So yeah, Ace Frehley would definitely be my favorite Kiss guitarist, obviously. Don't have him, man. I don't know what's going on there. I thought I heard they were going to play it. Maybe they did retire finally. I think they should have retired a long time ago, to be honest. But according to Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, Kiss is going to keep going on. It doesn't matter if there's different members in Kiss. It's just going to keep going on and on. I don't know. Come on, man. There's no fucking Kiss without Gene and Paul. Yeah, I know their egos are huge as fuck, but still. That's a great album. That first Frehley's Comet, I actually had that on cassette tape. It is good though. I really enjoy that album. Speaking of which, man, I'm gonna play a classic Kiss song. I'm going to play one of my favorite Kiss songs from the debut album. And you'll know when it comes on.
Out on the street for a living. Pictures on the begun.
Mark, what's going on, dude?
Got you under their thumb. Street for a living. Pictures only begun. Your day is so in madness. Got your understand It's to follow you too. I know you don't act so pretty. And love the man you can't do no. On the streets for a living. Bitches only big up. Yeah, they saw with my nerves. Got to understand. Like diamonds.
Hit it. Take care of Stone. Thank you for stopping by, man. All right. All right. We got some rock soldiers coming up now from Freely's Comment.
It was back in the summer of '83. There's a reason I remember it well. I was slipping and sliding, drinking and driving, bringing me closer to hell. And the devil sat in the passenger side of DeLorean's automobile. He said, "Hey, Freddy, let's not be silly. There's a life out there to steal. Rock soldiers come. Rock soldiers come. Some never drum. Some never know. Rock soldiers. How do we know? Ace's back and he told me so. With the truth in the mirror and Satan on my right, We went one way down the one-way road, hitting everything in sight. I cried, I am invincible, said I was high above the law. But my only eye was just a lie, and now I'm glad I saw. The soldiers come, the soldiers go. And some hear the drum, and some never know. My soldiers, how do we know? Aces back and told me so. Calling our soldiers, you are soldiers. Calling our soldiers, all our soldiers. Stay with you, right to that danger zone. But the closer you get to that fiery hole, you'll have to make it. When I think of how my life was spared from that near fatal wreck, if the devil wants to play his card game now, he's gonna play without an ace in his deck. Soldiers go! Soldiers go! Some hear the drum, some never know. My soldiers, how we know. Soldiers come, soldiers go. Some hear the drum, some never know.
Damn, that's a good one, man. Well, we got a request for some Holy Soldier. Another great band.
Love is
Such a killer track, dude. Long live the 80s. Man. God, man. Lots of great guitar players came out from that era. Telling you. Well, we were talking about Dawkins earlier. Here you go.
Total confusion, one final sin, someone to live in and grieve. Accidents happen, someone's to blame. as may be. I don't know who to believe. But love's gonna set me free. 'Cause I'll be waiting when heaven comes down. Ashes to ashes, sorrow and shame. Look at the future again. Angels in heaven are walking the street, searching for someone to blame. I don't know who to believe. But I know it's gonna set me free. 'Cause I'll be waiting when heaven comes down. Until tomorrow, when heaven comes down. Cause I'll be waiting when heaven comes down. Until tomorrow, when heaven comes down. When heaven comes down. Until tomorrow, when heaven comes down.
Vixen. Damn. I have not listened to Vixen in quite a long time, man. God. Okay, yeah. I'm actually looking at the first album right now. I have not listened to this in years, dude. Hell, let's play Hellraisers.
Watch out!
Hell yeah, man. Savior, dude.
Have you heard the word on the street today? We're knocking on, it ain't your way. Pull out the coffee and never see the crowd. Start up the party 'cause we're coming out. Step into the floor. We'll hit it straight for you. We're taking you home. That's what we're made to do. Hellraiser, from town to town. Hellraiser, never let you down. Hellraiser, never know. Hellraiser, let them be there now. New York to London, Paris to LA. Don't wonder, the storm is on the way. Get ready. Pressure, and the lights go down. Big seas, we've come to our step into the fire. We're headed straight for you. We're taking you high. That's what we're ready to do. Hellraiser, from town to town. Hellraiser, never let you down. Hellraiser, never know. Hellraiser, let there be no Have you heard the word on the street today? We're backing off and heading your way. Hellraiser, from town to town. Hellraiser, never let you down. Hellraiser, let there be no all right. Gonna go back to Budgie and play a track from the Squawk album, Drugstore Woman. Did you know what I mean? Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, every day I see her in the window. But I don't want, but I don't need. Just take it. Oh yeah.
Y'all know this. Some more Budgie. Rest in peace, Burke, Shelley, man.
There's a light covers up my doorway. Flickering light, never run away. And I might I might be going your way. Say you might help me on my way. What a sight to burn me gone. Keep you warm and never let go. And the light coming my way, compared to what others have seen. The cold and the strong, he once had it as a sound that was loud in his dream. And I stand like before for wave, wind and snow, heaven and night. Wherever men like that stay, I can feel it burning in my eyes. The light coming my way, compared to what others have seen. But not for him strong, he once let it. There's a sound that was loud in his dream. Every time it's driving me wild. Only I know that it's right. I got this message that makes me feel good. Carries me out through the night. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh me. I go through life like a hurricane blast, lighting the road as I go. Spreading this music, injecting life. Please let it stay, never go. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh me. Oh, I said
Holy fuck, dude. When that track gets fucking heavy, it kicks ass, dude. God. And that came out in 1975. I told you guys, for you guys out there that have not heard Budgie, which I know all you guys have heard Budgie, but man, they could definitely rival Sabbath when it comes to heaviness. And that tune is fucking heavy for 1975. Damn. I'll tell you what, man. This is why we all like fucking metal. This is why we're all still here and why we still support this music. And for all you people that walked away from metal, you're a bunch of poser ass motherfucking fake ass bitches. That's what you are. But yeah, thank you, Burke, Shelley, man, for giving us awesome music like that. That's what metal is fucking about, man. Man. Oh yeah, Shadow Man did have 2 requests. He wanted to hear some old school Cannibal Corpse and some Pentagram. And we're going to give it to him. We're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you, Shadow Man. The only way Metal Ben can give it to you. The metal fucking of a lifetime, man. Dude. So for the Shadow Man, we got some tunes coming up. But man, that last fucking tune, yeah, I had the camera off. I'm fucking sitting back here fucking banging my head. Oh, man. I fucking love metal. How could you hate heavy metal? Anybody out there, how could you fucking sit there and hate heavy metal? I want to know in the comment section. For you people out there who maybe turned against metal, went in more of a hip-hop, R&B direction, or wherever the fuck you went. I want to know, why do you hate heavy fucking metal? Because I sure don't. And the older I get, the louder and heavier and faster and more hard rocking it's gotta be. Anyways, Shadow Man, you got your music coming up.
I'm running away with myself. I think I ran a little too far. Your love is more than a tease.
Keep it metal
I'm gonna give it all my heart.
and real.
The situation is all wrapped up. No more need to be said, oh no. You live in my world, gotta heat me. And I know that you can't put me easy. There ain't nothing gonna stop us now. Really, and we both know how. Baby, you're gonna be my queen. King always knows what he means. Alright!
Oh yeah, some Pentagram. Which the Pentagram was around back in the early 70s, but didn't put out their first album until 1985. But they had a bunch of demos, obviously. Anyways, yes, take care of Frederick. We got the Shadow Man. He's like, man, Metal Ben, you fucking rule. You play the music I like. You play the tunes I want. You fucking rule. We got Snowy Man. Thank you, man, for that compliment. So, you know what, motherfuckers? That's what we do here on Metal Ben's Chronicles. We have fun. We give the people what they want. Unlike a lot of channels out there that don't do that. But man, you know what? We have fun here. That's why Damus wants these fucking streams. He's like, that Metal Ben, man, he's fucking good. He's like, yeah, that Metal Ben, man. I'm always ready for his streams. And he's like the first one in the comment section now. And I love it. I fucking love it. That's what it's all about, man. But hell yeah, man. That's what it's all about. You gotta have fun, dude. You're given one life. Only one life. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna fuck you over, do you wrong. Like recently, we got these stupid motherfuckers trolling this fucking channel. Thank God they're not here tonight. But yeah, you know, that's the thing. You're going to deal with shit in your life. But you know what? At the end of the day, you come out fighting. You come out like a warrior. You come out strong, passionate, wanting to beat somebody down who's fucking with you. So, you know, that's what we do here on Metal Ben's Chronicles. We have fun. Fun. That's the fucking factor. Fun. We got a good group of people that come in these streams. And I'm fucking thankful for all you guys. Dude, you're all brothers. I love you all, man. You all fucking rule, man. That's what it's about, man. Taking down the trash and going to better places, man. That's what it's all about. And if we do hit 500 subscribers by Sunday, we're going to have a fucking party on here. That's right, the Metal Ben party. And we can definitely hit 500 subs, dude. Shit, we're going to be at 1,000 by the end of the year. I'm predicting it now. But anyways, for now, we're going to play another track. We are going to play another track here. We're going to play some old school Black Sabbath. Because we all love Black Sabbath on this channel, right? Hell yeah. About some cornucopia. Bang those fucking heads.
Too much in the truth they say. Keep it till another day. Let them have their little game. Illusion has to keep them safe. Let them have their little stories. That's what stars and more destroy. It's hiding in their plastic ways. Frozen food in a concrete place. You gotta go insane. I'm trying to say your brain. What's happening? My head's all torn inside. People say I'm heavy. They don't know what I hide. Take a life it's going to kill someone no one will free. Freedom's yours, just pay your dues. We just want your soul to use. You gotta go insane. I'm trying to save your brain.
Oh, motherfucking yeah. Man, you talk about a heavy fucking classic. In fact, as I sit here and think about it, Volume 4 turns 50 this year. Hell yeah, man. So yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that here in 2022. There's a lot of other shit we're going to do here in 2022 also. Man, I'm telling you, dude. Let's see, we got a lot of cool albums that turn 50, 40, 30, you know? Like Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast. Yeah, to me it's overplayed, but whatever. You got Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance that turns 40 this year. Hold on a minute. Hell, it's a fucking demo, but Metallica No Life Till Damn, I'm getting confused with Scott Waters there. Metallica's No Life Till Leather. The demo turns 40 this year. Let's see, you got, oh man, a lot of killer albums, dude. Hell, my kick-ass cousin turns 40 this year, who I definitely miss and would like to talk to again. You got Uriah Heep Abominog that turns 40 this year, a kick-ass album too. The Scorpions Blackout. So, dude, we got a lot of shit to talk about here in 2022, man, don't we? Hell yeah, we do. We have a lot to talk about here in 2020. Now, as far as 1972 goes, Uriah Heep, the biggest album they did, which was Demons and Wizards, and you got The Magician Birthday that turns 40 this year. Black Sabbath Volume 4, like I said. Oh man, there's a bunch of shit, dude. And there's a lot of shit that turns 30 this year. So we're going to have to separate this into 3 different videos or live streams, you know what I mean? I mean, man. We'll probably do one for 2002 too, right? Hell yeah. My God, 1992 was a fucking huge year for me. Man. Cannibal Corpse, Tombs of the Mutilated. Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. Come on, man. It's fucking huge. Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction. Yeah, that's when Megadeth started going more commercial, but it's still a kick-ass album. Yeah, a ton of shit to talk about, man. We're not going to run out of crap to talk about here in 2022. That's for fucking sure. You know, Alcoholica. I want to get a fucking shirt. I think they still print those shirts too. The Alcoholica shirt. Oh, fuck yeah, man, because it's way too much to talk about. Gotta break it up, man. 1972, fucking Pink Floyd. Oh, which one came out in 72? Before Dark Side of the Moon. What's it, Obscured by Clouds? I think that's it. Deep Purple, fuck. Deep Purple, Machine Head turns 50 years old this year, man. God damn. Just, dude. Wishbone Ash Argus turns 50 this year, too. Lot of fucking shit, man. Turning 50 this year, turning 40 this year, turning 30 this year. Hell, even turning 20 this year. God damn, Abigail 2 turns fucking 30 this year. I know it's not the best King Diamond album, but I'm thinking about actually talking about that album. To me, it's not like horrible. It's not my favorite King Diamond album. Hell no. But hell, we'll talk about that. Let's see. Nope, Never Ends. There's always shit to talk about, dude, when it comes to fucking music. Hell, we might even talk about 2012 a little bit. There was some good shit that came out in 2012. Phantom Antichrist by fucking Creator. Enslaved by Soulfly. Long Live Heavy Metal by 3 Inches of Blood. And I wish that band would get back together. So we got a lot of shit to talk about, man. Hard to fucking believe, man, how time flies by, man. We're still here talking about fucking metal and music. Because that's what we do. Budgie Squawk turns 50 years old this year. Gotta mention that one, man. A lot of cool shit, but anyways. Believe I'm gonna play one more track and get the fuck out of here for tonight. And it's going to be a Budgie track, obviously.
Lose is give it all away. 'Cause I'm never gonna stay. 'Cause I don't need it. Don't you feel it in your veins? All the money in this world, and I don't need it. Red fire, open up your mind, open up your lips, never gonna lose it. Red fire, take it all away, never give an inch, gotta make a big done. Red fire, you got it wrong, so long, red, never lose it in the air with the moon. See, gotta give it all away, stay on good, stay on low, stay on good, stay what you wanna be. Loser, give it all away, never stay without you, when I'm out without money. Sailor, wrap it up the top with a gal on the racket on the top of your land. Red fire, take the red fire in the sky for a few, they ought to know it's our duty. Come on, keep it on the side with the fire and the phone in the middle of a night. Let 'em